این برنامه ما متفاوت‌تر از دیگه برنامه هاست. یک نوآوری کردیم.
در آمریکا زندگی سخته که دیدم، باز اونجا فهمیدم. من میگفتم من در افغانستان خیلی زندگی خراب دارم، من آمریکا میرم زندگی ما جور میشه. Going for my degree to London, and after that, when I came back, I became a senior analyst. And we were working on the state-owned enterprises.
Tell us about your childhood, where you have been born, place of your birth, about your personal life.
همین جوانا رو از پل سوخته جمع‌آوری کردن، آوردن بالاخره به جایی که اینا درمان میشن.
After you are done here, now you have already spent 3 months, I think.
Yes, 3 months.
In a few days you will be out from here.
Yeah, like 6 months to a year in the United States. That's how I became disabled. I was walking on the freeway, and I got so much tired of people because the people was not helping me.
میگه از تنهایی من معتاد شدم. میگه بیا به خاطر از اینکه تنها هستی و مردم تو را تحقیر میکنه که تو بیکار هستی یا تو از کار نیستی.
They brought people from the police hotel. Actually, they didn't bring me from police hotel. I was brought from my hotel room.
در این برنامه می‌خوایم که شما را غافلگیری بسازیم. سلام تقدیمتان. انشالله که همتون خوب و صحتمند و سرحال باشین. این برنامه ما متفاوت‌تر از دیگه برنامه هاست. یک نوآوری کردیم و می‌خوایم که در این برنامه شما هم سهم می‌گیرین. این که چی برنامه هست؟ بعد از سلام علیک معاون صاحب بر شما میگم دوستای عزیز. بازم سلام معاون صاحب.
علیکم سلام و رحمت الله و برکاته. مرزا صاحب سلام و احترامات بر شما، بر بیننده عزیز، به هموطنانی که در داخل وطن یا وای که مسافر و دور از وطن هستند، سلام و احترامات برشان تقدیم باشه. تشکر، بخیر باشین.
بخیر باشین. معاون صاحب یک رقم در کامنت ها عزیزان ما کامنت میتونید، کامنت های عزیزان ما رو میخونی یا نه؟
ما مرزا صاحب برنامه که نشر شود همه نظریات میخوانم و یک ترپرگه که خود دارم تمام نظریات که خود نوشته میکنم، یادداشت میگیرم. قسمی که در برنامه قبلی گفتیم یک چند تا خواهر پیام کردن، کامنت کرده بودن که کوشش کنین در توضیح ما شما که داشتیم در او از تولید وطن استفاده کنین. امو یادداشت گرفتیم، امو بود که تلاش تولید وطن بود، از او استفاده کردیم و بعضی هموطنا پیام روان میکنن، کارا رو تقدیر میکنن. خداوند شما را خیر بده و که در این عرصه در شرایط دشوار در پالوی هموطنان خودستان ایستاد هستین و ما را در این عرصه تنها نمیگذارین.
دقیقاً دوستای عزیز، شما هم در عقب ما عزیزان ما را میبینین که ما قبلا اینجا آمده بودیم و اینجا کمپ امید است که عزیزان ما با یک مریضی بسیار بزرگ مبتلا شده بودند و امروز ما میخوایم که یک عزیزی که قبلا برنامه داشتیم همراهشان، منیر جان، که اونا زندگی نامه خود را قصه کردن و خیلی دوستای ما درخواست کردن که برین بیشتر گپ بزنین همراه منیر جان، بیشتر صحبت بکنین و این جوان را کمک بکنین تا از این درد خلاص شود.
بله مرزا صاحب، قسمی که شما در جریان هستین و برنامه را دیدین، اکثریت هموطنا پیام کردن، زنگ زدن در بخش سکتور خصوصی، گفتن که ما میخوایم که منیر جان همراه خود جذب کنیم و بعضی ها همکارای سابقشان بود و هم پیام کردن و در مورد وضعیت فعلی منیر جان پرسان کردن، دوستا رفیقا همگی. ما هم خواستیم که در این برنامه به زندگی نامه منیر جان صحبت داشته باشیم و پلان ما قسمی است که هفته یک بار یا 2 بار به کمپ امید به شفاخانه معتادین مراجعه کنیم. او کادرهایی که در اینجا هستند و مدتشان کم مانده با همکاری سکتور خصوصی وارا از یک جای تداوی شوند، فارغ شوند، برای یک مشغولیت، یک مصروفیت بخیر برشان پیدا کنیم تا یا به همچو عمل دیگه رجوع نکنن. بخیر پلان همینطور است، ببینیم تا این پلان بدون همکاری شما نمیشه. در این عرصه امرای ما همکاری کنین، چون این ملت ما شما است. این جوانا آینده سازان این مملکت هستند یا کادرهای هستند. بالا از یا سرمایه گذاری بسیار گزافی صورت گرفته، بیاین که این سرمایه گذاری را بیجا نکنیم.
دقیقاً. و ما امروز آمدیم تا هزارها جوان را نجات بدیم. بیاین که در این راه شما هم همراه ما همکاری بکنیم. بریم بخیر.
بیاین.
معاون صاحب خوب افتاق گرم است.
بله خوب جای افتا هم است و خوب جای گوشه را گیر کردیم.
دقیقاً. دوباره خوش آمدین دوستای عزیز. خوشحال هستیم که تانستیم در نزد کسی بیاییم که خیلی دوست داشتنی است. البته ما قبلا خیلی متعجب شده بودیم با دیدن منیر جان و در این برنامه خواستیم که شما را هم متعجب بسازیم که منیر جان کی هست، چطور به مریضی بسیار بزرگ مواجه شده و قسمی که ما خبر شدیم از برنامه قبلی گفتن که زندگی خیلی خوبی داشته، خیلی جاها کار کرده و خیلی عزیزان ما که در خارج از کشور هستن با دیدن برنامه منیر جان متعجب شدن و گفتن که باز هم برین و همراه منیر جان صحبت بکنین و میخوایم که بیشتر دوستای عزیز در مورد زندگی منیر جان بفهمه. ما امروز آمدیم تا اینکه یک تغییر اگر بتونیم از طریق برنامه خود، از طریق کارهای خود بتونیم منیر جان کمک بکنیم تا از این مریضی خلاص شود و بتونه دوباره با زندگی که خوشحال بود و خیلی امیدوار بود به زندگی دوباره برگرده و یک انسان سالم شود. که البته خیر ببینم معاون صاحب که در کنار ماست و بیشتر تلاش داره به خاطر از اینکه عزیزان ما بالخصوص جوانای ما را از این درد خلاص بکنه.
بله مرزا صاحب بازم تشکر از شما، از هموطنان که در این عرصه پیام کردن، زنگ زدن با خاطر احوالپرسی منیر جان، حتی همکارایشان که در USAID همراهش هم کار بود و بعضی هم صنفیشان تماس گرفتن و حتی پیشنهادات زیاد از سکتور خصوصی از شرکت‌های مختلف تماس گرفتن که ما میخوایم هر وقت منیر جان بخیر صحتیاب شد این همراه خود جذب کنیم.
بله.
و بعضی شایعات هم بودن گفتن که نه منیر جان اصلا نه از لندن فارغ شده، نه درس خوانده، نه چیز دیگه. ما خواستیم که این دو موارد بخیر به هموطنای خود بیان بسازیم. با معذرت دیگه هموطنا من کم انگلیسی میگم، باز سوالات به انگلیسی میکنم از منیر جان و در مورد زندگیش، در مورد گذشته، پلان‌های آینده، زندگی شخصی. Thank you Munir Jan for giving us your time. The purpose of this conversation is to understand your journey, your challenges and your future plan. This is a safe space where you can tell us about your future, your past and your present. Tell us about now that how are you feeling now?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. First of all, I want to pass my salams and regards to all the viewers who are watching us. Sorry, I forgot your question.
Tell me about your current situation, how you feel now.
Actually, I'm feeling much better than a few months ago now. I was in a bad situation and then I was brought here. My problem was that in the city that I was born and grew up, I'm a traveler in that city, and I don't feel that I belong to that city anymore. And now we had a house, I had my family in here and everything, and now I don't have nothing here, and I have to spend time in hotels. So, and when you spend time and you walk around the city and you remember your past, it really feels bad. It's really painful.
Thank you, Manager. Let's start it by the way. Tell us about your childhood, where you have been born, place of your birth, about your personal life, your brothers, sisters. Could you please tell us about your place of birth, your age?
Yes, I was born in Kabul city, Khairkhana area, and then we moved to Makroyan until 6th grade of the school. And then there was war and everything, and then a change of regime, and then we had to become a Muhajir, and we had to go to Pakistan. And then from 6th grade to 12th grade, I studied in Pakistan, four grades in Peshawar, and then the last 2 grades in Islamabad. And then the Taliban regime was toppled by the Americans in 2001, and my brothers were working in NGOs in Pakistan who were working for Afghanistan on behalf of Afghanistan, and then they were safe to move to Afghanistan, so they moved here, and my brothers moved here, and I moved with them with my family. And I also did some English courses in Pakistan. It's called ESL, English as a Second Language. It's an international course, and also I did computer courses in Pakistan. And then we moved back, and we are 5 siblings in the family, 3 brothers and 2 sisters, my mom and dad. And then we moved back here, and then after a few years, I got a job with British people for a few years. And after that, I got a job with USAID. I worked for 1 year with USAID as an analyst. And then I decided to study furthermore, do my degree.
I will stop it here, Munir. Tell me about your job specific duties in USAID, or do you remember any of your colleagues in USAID?
Exactly, I remember everything, my colleagues. We had a lot of colleagues. Our head of the section was Dr. Najibullah Wardak. He was based in Ministry of Finance. I think he might be in America now.
Najib Wardak, later he became Deputy Minister of Finance.
Yes, Dr. Najibullah Wardak. And then in the finance department, my brother was head of the finance and administration, and his colleague was Bijan Abdoli, and he's in America. And I had people working under me who were graduates from Ministry of Science, like finance and everything, and they are in Canada, like Masi Ibrahim Khil, my colleagues. We had a lot of colleagues. And
Munir, could you please tell me about your education background, where you have completed your bachelor? You told me in the last program that you have completed in London. Could you please tell me the specific name of your university and the field you have studied there?
Exactly. Before I want to finish your question, that you said what was my job. I was an analyst before going for my degree to London, and after that, when I came back, I became a senior analyst. And we were working on the state-owned enterprises. The United States wanted to evaluate them, how much they were worth, and some of them were meant to be privatized, sell to the private people. So we had to value them, make their balance sheet, make their accounts, their debts, how much money they own, how much land they own. So every person had a specific job. Like someone had to make their balance sheet, someone had to go work on their lands, how much land they own, someone had to go check their bank accounts, like how much money they have, how much money they own the other people or the government enterprises. So we could value them and minus the money they owe people. And then we had to organize auctions, and they were privatized, and some of them were kept, and most of them were privatized. Yeah, about my education. And then after working for a while, for a few years in USAID as an analyst, I decided to go to London to study. And then I applied there to London Business College in London for Bachelor in Business Administration. And then in London, it's the Bachelor is 3 years.
3 years, yeah.
Yeah, so I did my Bachelor's in Business Administration for 3 years in London.
That's good. Munir, could you please tell me how you plan to overcome these addictions?
Well, addiction...
when you have planned this, that this is enough for me, addiction is enough for me, there is no future for this.
Exactly.
How you plan it?
Yeah, the first thing is you need to get clean.
Yeah.
So you can think clean. So now I have done that step, and then the most important thing to get rid of addiction is to have a job, have a family, have friends. I don't have a job right now, and I don't have my family here with me. And once my life got bad, I lost my job, then I started losing my friends. Once I lost my car, I stopped getting calls from my friends. They never called me back because I never had a car, I never had a job. So now, in order to have friends and everything, you need to have a proper life. You need to have a job. You can't be a loser and have everything. So I think the most important thing for stopping the drug addiction or getting rid of this problem is to have a job and a stable life.
Let's start it let's explore it a little bit more. How this journey of education started, from which point, from where, and who brought you to this current life?
Actually, I finished my school. My dad was an army general. He was a senior general in the army. He served for 6 years in the army. And he always told us to study. Always, he was like, always do your homework, study and everything. We all finished our schools and we all did our universities. And then once I finished school, then we had a good life. So when you start addiction because of two things. Once, either you have a really good life or you have a very bad life. We had a good life. So we used to go to Karga for picnic and stuff, and I saw somebody smoking weed. And then I started smoking a puff with him, and then I started smoking like after 6 months, and then another 6 months, and then it became 3 months, and after 3 months it became a month, and then like after each week, and after each week it became every day, and then so many times every day.
یک چیز است ما صاحب می باش که ما هم گپ بزنیم که دل مرم تنگ میگیره. دوستای عزیز گفته بود که خبرنگار شاید انگلیسی نفهمم، میگن که کلگک میزنم، اصلا من میفهمم ولی نمیتونم گپ بزنم. انشالله که این کمبودی هست که انشالله او رو هم حل بکنیم. اما یک چیز است ما صاحب، بعضی کسایی که با این عمل آغشته میشن بیشترش میگن ما از تنهایی آغشته میشیم.
بله.
یعنی وقت تنها میشیم، وقتی که دوست نداریم، فامیل ما دقیقه ما نیست، باز میریم یک راه را انتخاب میکنیم که میخوایم از همه کس جدا باشیم یا تنها باشیم.
طبعا مرزای صاحب قسمی که منیر جان در صحبت‌های خود یادآوری کرد، مادر، پدر، دوست خوب، راهنمای خوب می باشه. ولی وقتی که از پدر و مادر از دوستای خوب دور باشی، طبعا برای درست نمیری، برای کج مردم میبری.
بله.
طبعا محیط تاثیر داره و انسان خداوند کامل پیدا نکرده.
بدون شک.
دوست و رفیق هم طبعا تاثیر داره. قسمی که منیر جان گفت ما بعضی ها اگر ببینین در خانواده خود سیگرت رو در داخل اتاق نمیزنن، بیرون میشن و سیگرت میزنن، میگه بالای اطفال بسیار بد تاثیر داره. این کار به چی خاطر میکنن؟ میگه باش که اطفال ما یاد نگیرن. ولی بعضی ها بیغوری میکنن و سببش همین میشه تا یک مدت میرسن که اون نفر معتاد میشه. بازگله هم میکنه، میگه بچه ما از بیکاری نه، ما این سفر آغاز کردیم، خودم آغاز کردیم. در خانه در پیش روی اولادای خود سیگرت میزنیم، نسوار میندازیم، یک عمل دیگر میکنیم، طبعا سر اولاد تاثیر داره.
دقیق.
محیط هم طبعا
تاثیر
سر نفر تاثیر خود داره. با این رفیقاش تایم باشیم، یگان تا ما شما هم این سفر پیش داشتیم. میگه او چی رقم است؟ میگه آدم بی عمل چی رقم است؟ نمیفهم. یک گفتن تو یک چیزی هست، ولی در اصل یک چیز نیست. زندگی رقم نیست، ولی آخر انجام این کارا ما و شما میبینیم که به کجا میرسه.
دقیقاً. و خودت گفتی که از یک سیگرت دیگه شروع شد.
بله، از یک دود سیگرت.
یک دود سیگرت باز هم تا هفته‌وار، روزوار هم تو زده رفتی تا ای که به این عمل آمدی.
Munir Jan, could you please tell me what are some big challenges that you are facing right now?
The biggest challenge, like I wouldn't say I don't have a job, is because my family always supported me. When I had a job and whenever I never had a job, they always supported me. I didn't support them as much as they did. They are still supporting me. There's a lot of people, a lot of addicts here who were left by their families. They stopped supporting them. But
they didn't pay attention to their kids.
Yeah, but it was their kid's problem because he.
That's a big warning for my family as well. Nowadays I'm also jobless. They are not paying attention to me as well.
So, but my family never stopped supporting me. So my biggest, I would say, problem is like I give a lot of problems, a lot of headaches, a lot of pain to my parents, and they are really old now. My really wish, and I would say my challenge is to just get to my parents to the United States and just serve them while that's at the last stages of their life. And every day is for me like really, really important. Like every day is like I spent 3 months now here, and I want to get to them as soon as possible because they're in their 80s. And
it's hard and it's also painful as well to be here. And we also regret for this thing that an inspired guy, an educated guy, a youth of this country, you are the wealth of this country, that he should be in a high position, but unfortunately you are here. And this is also a step for a new journey.
Exactly, yes.
We appreciate you that you are strong much enough. And now tell me about your future plans. After you are done here, now you have already spent 3 months, I think.
Yes, 3 months.
In a few days you will be out from here.
The day
what is
they
your future
process
plan?
my
What you will
papers.
do first?
Get to my parents. I have my passport ready, and that's my most important thing to do is just get to my parents. Getting a job is for me not a problem. It's really easy. I know I have done my BBA. I can speak good English. I have written like complex reports in English. I know how to drive. I know how to fly. Like I know a lot of stuff. It's really easy for me to get a job, and I have the motivation to get a job.
Yeah.
And I have the right reason now. The really like the best thing in the world is to serve your old parents. If you do that, you can get anything in the life you want.
Yeah.
چقدر شدی پشت پدر مادر، اگر چی گفتی که زهیر هم شدن و طبعا که به اولادای خود ضرورت داره.
بسیار بله.
چقدر دق شدی پشتش؟
والا بسیار زیاد دق شدیم. من چون مجرد هستم، اولاد ندارم، اما محبت پدر و مادر ما احساس کردن نمیتونم. چرا پدر زیاد میباشه محبت پدر و مادر. میگه هر وقت که آدم اولادار شوه با زور احساس میکنه و دیگه زیاد جگرخون ساخته میشونه. ما بچه نازدانیشان بودم دیگه، اونا مرا زیاد دوستم داشتن و من درک نمیکردم. چرا من نمیفهمیدم. اونقدر در خانه بودم، بسیار نازدانه بودم، پدرم جنرال بود دیگه. بقدر که مرا اونا توجه داشتن، من احساس نمیکردم که اونا قطعا در بیرون در جای من توجه ما است. زندگی که سخت خواد بود، من نمیفهمیدم زندگی که سخت است. باز که رفتم در آمریکا زندگی سخته که دیدم، باز اونجا فهمیدم. من میگفتم من در افغانستان خیلی زندگی خراب دارم، من آمریکا میرم زندگی ما جور میشه. در حالی که زندگی خوب ایلا کردم، تبدیل کردم به زندگی خراب.
Munir Jan, we wish you a bright future ahead. Hope to see you again in a high position, but not in this place again.
Hopefully. Thank you.
What is your message to those young generations who are still using it?
Yeah.
It is the cigarette. We think like this, that cigarette is a very small thing, but no, the cigarette is the first step.
The first step. Yes.
And later on, the journey will come to end.
It will get bigger. Yeah, exactly.
What is your message for them?
My message is for addicts and the people, for the young people who don't use any drugs. It's not good to use them because you can lose everything. You will lose your parents, your job, your friends. You can lose your health. You can even lose your life. You can lose a lot of stuff. But if you do not do drugs, you can gain a lot of stuff. You can have your family, you have a job, you can have everything. And also the most important, like biggest problem in our country is jobs. Like a lot of people in our country who do drugs, they don't have a job.
Yeah.
But in the West, people do drugs, but they have a job. The first thing, they don't put the drugs first. They put their family first, they put their job first, and after that they do some drugs. My message for the people here is, if you don't have a house, you don't have a food to eat, and you don't have a job, the drugs are not for you. Don't do it.
Munir Jan, could you please tell me about your hobbies?
My hobbies, I have a lot of hobbies. When I was okay, before my car accident, I used to play a lot of soccer, and I used to do bodybuilding, fitness, and I really like video games. I'm a hardcore gamer. I like flying. I have flown for thousands of years in a computer flight simulator, so I know how to fly. It's almost the same as flying a plane.
So we can call you a pilot as well now.
Yeah, once you see me fly a plane, I wouldn't call myself a pilot right now unless I do it.
That was really good, Munir Jan, to have a conversation with you. Many people want to have information about your life, your personal life. So we try our best to share your information with them.
Thank you.
And we pray for you, and we pray for all those who are educated and they are still here. I know life here is much difficult. 3 months, for us 3 months is like a 3 day, but the 3 months you have spent it here, it is just like a 30 years.
It's hard here.
Yes, it is much hard. Many difficulties are here, many problems are here. But in this stage, I will thanks for the Islamic Emirat for their help to those who are educated, the challenges they are facing here. As you know better that if a guy becomes sick in family, the whole family will become sick.
Yes.
But now they have more than 12,000 educators here. The age are around 60 to from 70 to
some are really
17
old people,
and 16s. But now the behavior they are doing, I really appreciate the behaviors of their staff, the place, and
actually they are doing a really good job. Besides the limited things that they have, they are doing a good job helping people. Actually, sometimes they save the people's lives. A lot of people can die and get killed if they continue in the outside. Like I have seen, they save people's lives too. by bringing them here and then giving them back to their family like as a gift.
Munirjan, I think the treatment of educated, and you have also spent the life in UK and USA. How much you think it will cost the treatment of an educated guy in USA and UK? What do you think?
It costs a lot more than here. It's not a specific amount because it depends on the level of their lifestyle. There are also poor people there, middle class people there, rich people there, and they all choose a different. And then there, it's not mandatory. They don't arrest you, and it's up to you if you want to treat yourself. Then you get hospitalized. Rich people go to a good hospital. Poor people maybe they don't treat themselves, and middle class people go to like normal hospital. So it costs maybe a lot, 100 times than here.
As you say that it's not mandatory to you should be treated.
Get cleaned.
Yeah,
it's not mandatory.
But it means the life have no value there.
No, actually they have value.
If someone is educated in a road and he is sleeping in a road and he is educated in government is not treating them. So it means life have no value there then.
For some people, life don't have a value. No, they just have a tent in there and they're just smoking and staying there. I was a homeless for like 6 months to a year in the United States. That's how I became disabled. I was walking on the freeway, and I got so much tired of people because the people was not helping me. So. And that day, people even didn't give me food. So I had to go and steal food from the store. I stole some food from the store, and then I stole a bottle of Jim Beam Fireball. And then in the city, I saw people like making fun of me. So I just went to the freeway, to the motorway, and I was in the motorway. And my problem was not drugs. My problem was loneliness. I was lonely.
You have a car accident as well, I think.
No, I was walking. It was a traffic accident. I was walking and I got hit by a car. Yeah, I was not in a car. I was walking.
معاون صاحب اگر بیایم مثل سابق یکی دیگه خود دوست داشته باشیم، بالخصوص کسایی که یک کشور را زندگی کردن با او فرهنگی که اونجا بود دوباره آمده در وطن، طبعا که نیاز داشت او زمان که یک نفر در آغوش بکشش، یک نفر نوازشش بده و امور نیاز داشت. اما وقتی که میبینه که مردم در پلیسی که ایره نوازش نمیته، یک روی زشت میکنه، مسخرهش میسازه و او آدم خود تنها است، دیگه هم تنها تر میشه که مرا خب بالاخره کسی در قلب خود جای نمیده. اون مجبور میشه که مسیر خود تغییر بده.
طبعا مرزای قسمی که شما گفتین بعضی جوانا رو ما دیدیم، قسمی که منیر جان گفت میگه از تنهایی من معتاد شدم. میگه بیا به خاطر از اینکه تنها هستی و مردم تو را تحقیر میکنه که تو بیکار هستی یا تو از کار نیستی، به عمل روی میاره و همو است که همو غم خود به همو عمل گم کرده میرن. ولی خبر نیست که روز به روز زندگی خود را و زندگی خانواده خود را و آینده خود خراب میکنه و تباه میکنه و جور نمیکنه. منیر جان, we have received many calls, many messages from your class fellows, from your colleagues, from your friends and all Afghans who have saw the programs. Many of them requested that after Munir Jan become back and he become healthy. From this healthy, so we will offer him a job. Will you accept any
First of all, I would really appreciate all the people who show interest and message to you about me, and I also want to thank them for their offer. As I mentioned before, like I have a really important job to do, to go to United States to serve my mom and dad who are in the last stages of their life, really old, excuse me.
Now you have received Munir Jan's message. Those who called me, who messaged me, he is not interested to work here. After treatment, he want to go and to meet his family. He's really missing his mom and father, and hopefully a day will come. We will also have a program as well to take him to airport and will say goodbye to everyone, and then send us a video from there that I am safely arrived to my family.
Sure, why not? Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
تشکر هموطنان عزیز. با معذرت انگلیسی من کم ذره گدومات بود دیگه، تو نظر به تقاضایی که بعضی هموطنا کرده بودن که شما می بعدن که پیش منیر جان رفتیم باز صحبت‌ها را به انگلیسی برسان کنین. هدف از این برنامه ای بود نظر به صحبت‌ها که ما امروز مسئولین داشتیم در اینجا ما مهرزای صاحب البته
بله.
به توافق رسیدیم که بیاین همین تو کادرهایی که مثل منیر جان است همه روزه یا هفتهوار همراه یک کادر ما کادرهای داریم در اینجا با 4 الی 5 زبان صحبت کرده میتونن. ما میخوایم که کسایی که روزایشان کم مانده قبل از اینکه اینجا بیرون شون ما برشن با همکاری سکتور خصوصی زمینی کار مساعد بسازیم تا به این عمل روی نیاره. قسمی که منیر جان گفت لامل زیادی وجود داره که یگانه عمده ترین لاملش همی بود که مردم بیکار بودن و از این خاطر رجوع کردن به عمل. ما هم پلان کردیم با همراه مسئولین صحبت کردیم انشالله خدا کنه که در این عرصه شما هموطنا هم کمک کنین، بالخصوص تجارای ملی بیاین همین جوانایی که کادرها هستند با زبانهای مختلف با تجارب مختلف با داشتن تحصیلات عالی بیاین از یا کار بگیریم. این مسئولیت ما و شما هست و من حیث یک افغان ما مسئولیت داریم تا به این مملکت به این ملت خدمت کنیم.
دقیقاً من لذت بردم اگرچه انگلیسی گپ زده نمیتونم ما صاحب ما قدر خوب گپ میزدین امروی منیر جان که ما وقت لذت میبردم و وقت دشواری هایش قصه کرد و روزهای خوبی خودم قصه کرد. انسان در هر لحظه یک امتحان است، میگن اون امتحان خود را دید منیر جان و سختی های خودم دید، راحتی های خودم دید. حالا برش خیلی ساده تر است که بره دوباره به روزهای خوش خود، چون فهمید که انسان اگر غفلت بکنه بالاخره سرانجام به کجا میرسه. کسی اگر محبت پدر مادر را که از گپاش ما گرفتم که محبت پدر مادر انسان باید ارزش بده و او را درک بکنه. وقتی که محبت از او را قبول نکردی و مسیر خود تغییر دادی دوباره تو احتیاج همون مادر پدر میشی و میگفتی ای کاش این کار نمیکردم که اون رقم است منیر جان. و انشالله که دوباره برگردی و اون رقم که معاون صاحب گفت در آمریکا ویدیو بر ما روان کنی، برنامه ما رو ببینی و انشالله از هموطنان عزیز خودم خواهش میکنیم که بیاین همراه ما یک جای شوین، در کنار همین جوانا هستیم خیر ببینن. معاون صاحب همین جوانا را از پل سوخته جمع‌آوری کردن آوردن بالاخره به جایی که اینا درمان میشن. یک اقدام بسیار خوب بود و حال هم یک اقدام بسیار خوب است. کسایی که از اینجا مبرایند دوباره اون تنهایی را احساس نکنن و بگوین که ما مردم خود در کنار خود داریم. بیاین اینا رو در آغوش بکشیم، بیاین اینا رو محبت بدیم، بیاین اینا رو تسلی بدیم که اینا بتونن دوباره به کار و زندگی خود بپردازن. اینا یک تجربه بسیار کلانی را حاصل کردن، ان شاء الله که باز هم به اون عملی که قبلا یا رو آوردن دوباره رو نمیارن و دوباره سالم میشن. بازم تشکر. ان شاء الله شماره معاون صاحبم در خدمتتون است، شماره ما هم است، تماس بگیرین. باز هم احوال منیر جان بگیرین، زنگ بزنین از دوستایشان از همصنفیایشان که درخواست کرده بودن. ان شاء الله ما در خدمت هستیم، میایم احوالشان میگیریم، ان شاء الله بتونیم یک زمینه کار برای از اینا مساعد کنیم.
منیر جان please give the last message to your family, your friends, your colleagues, and then we will end up this program. And I will say once again, hope to see you again, but not in this specific area, and not in this situation. To see you in a very high positions and to have a bright future, inshallah.
Thank you very much for your time and coming here. I really appreciate that. For my family, my message is that I love them and I regret all the pains and the wrong decisions I took, and I give them the headache. And we could have been so much happy, but by the stupid mistakes that I made, I give them a lot of pain and heartache and everything. And I really love them and miss them. I want to be with them as soon as possible, and I am ready to work hard for that, to get there. And also for my colleagues and friends, I want to thank them. I don't regret this because everything happens for a reason. And Mariyar Sahib said that they brought people from the police Sokhta. Actually, they didn't bring me from police Sokhta. I was brought from my hotel room. So I want to mention that.
You from that, but Munir Jan,
but I've been there.
And we have brought by the help of Ministry of Interiors, the Deputy Minister of Narcotics. We brought many people. Even we have found it our sisters there. They were pregnant there.
That's true. Yes.
So it's good that you are here, and now you are treated very well, and soon you will get your home. Many people that we have mentioned Police Sokhta because the main place of educated
hardcore addicts.
That was Police Sokhta. And now the place, I don't know, you have visited that place right now or not?
It's been renovated. Yes,
Yeah, we have
yes, much
renovated.
better now.
We have a very good garden there, and you will not see the old police Sultan right now.
Yes, exactly. And also to my colleagues, I will say that I don't regret this because everything happens for a reason. This life is like a lesson and a test.
Yeah.
So if I was in the office, I would have not learned so much that I've been through all these problems. I learned a lot. All the pain that people go through. I really wished once when I was younger to learn, like feel the pain of the other people, that what they go through. So I learned a lot of the pain. I can feel now the pain and like the problems, and I even became a disabled. And now I can feel the people's pain when I see a disabled. When a lot of people, when they haven't been in a specific situation, they don't feel that person, and they don't like care about that because they don't feel that. So I think I learned a lot more than my colleagues by getting out of the office. And I also love my colleagues, and I really enjoy working with them. And I would like to get in touch with them once I get back and get my phone and my Facebook and everything. I'm planning once I get out, I get a new phone, inshallah.
Inshallah.
And also to the people who showed interest, I also say I love them. I appreciate their messages and everything. I thank them, and also I would like to thank the people who offered me a job. I really appreciate that. I wish I could have taken that. I would have taken that if I didn't have to go to get to my family. But now I have to go to my family, and once I get there, I will get a job there. And I thank everybody else who are watching as well.
قربانتان، بسیار زیاد تشکر دوستای عزیز، وقت لذت بردیم. ان شاءالله که باز هم بیایم احوال منیر جان بگیریم و شما هم سهم بگیریم. در خدمت شما هستیم تا دیدار بعد. بدرود.